guys, I'm Jess and welcome back to Magical Mischief. Lewis is back again. As you can tell, it's probably another Star Warsy video. Now this is one that has been long overdue, and part of the reason why I've wanted to do this is because, as you noticed on the channel, we've been talking more about park things and things that are coming up. And I thought it'd be really cool and interesting to talk about some of the things that you can actually already get at the park and the experiences you can do. Now, on our last trip to Disney World, Lewis's first one, we paid for Lewis to do the lightsaber building experience at Savvy's workshop in Galaxy's Edge. Now, this experience, I will say, is on the pricier end because you're paying for the experience and the lightsaber. Now, I believe it is around $100 to $200. I don't know the exact price in pounds, so I do apologise for that. Now, before we get into showing you the lightsaber and talking about the experience, an important thing I would like to preface, especially for all you people who are not from Florida or from America, you can bring the lightsaber home on the plane, so do not panic. They provide you with a bag, which is great for storing in. Is it really handy for having round the park? No,
it's a bit of a pain.
Not really. But this is handy when you're travelling back. The lightsaber, as you will see in a minute, comes in two parts. So we kept one part in the bag, and the other part went into our hand luggage. Now, I will premise, do take it with you on the plane in your hand luggage. Do not put it in the hold. And make sure that you have a label on it that includes a name, so that if, when you're putting it in the hold, anyone tries to claim that it's theirs, it's got your name on it and you can prove that it's yours. And it came back safely and sound, and is great for display purposes. If you wish to use it for cosplay, then that's really up to you, but I don't think you plan to use it for that, do you?
No, I don't think it could handle it.
Before we get into talking about the lightsaber, I am now going to insert some of the clips I took from the experience.
You may call me Kembe. Now, Savvy can't be with us this morning. He sends his regards. But I know what you're all thinking. This all looks like a lot of old junk. Well, let me assure you of something. Some of it is new junk. Thank you. Well, we humbly call ourselves the Gatherers, and it is our purpose to travel the galaxy in search of ancient relics. We look in forgotten places, abandoned outposts, battle-ravaged planets, and what we find there, we bring here to our workshop. So where a stormtrooper might look around and see worthless clutter, but to those who know, they see priceless history. And in these troubled times, preserving our past may just help guarantee our future. Now, I'm assuming we're all familiar with the legend of Luke Skywalker. Yeah, two of you. I think that was. Thank you for that. Yes. Well, we hear that there is another. A new Jedi from Jakku, of all places. Does everyone know her name? Rey, that's right. Yes, and what she has started is the spark of hope we've been waiting for. And that's why you're here. So look ahead to build this. A lightsaber. The lightsaber has been wielded by some of our greatest heroes and their most powerful enemies. It is elegant and enigmatic, To build a lightsaber is an art. The saber is a reflection of its builder, with force flowing between the bow. Today we'll all feel that connection. But not if I don't stop talking. So let's begin.
Perfect. Now do me a favor. Push this up. Push this like this. Nice. Push this up for me. I gotta hear it. Perfect. Next, we're gonna go columns 1 and 2. For 1 and 2, you can mix and match any 2 out of the 4. You want the wide green part to go towards the center. Push down and twist. Okay. So you can mix and match 1 and 2.
One matching and on your chest, you're going to see
Flip it. Flip that piece. There you go. Now twist to the right.
inside the activation.
Push out and twist. Nope, twist it the other way. Twist it. There you go. Yep. And now apply pressure and twist it to the right.
The red's
Twist
going
it
to go
the
on
other
top
way.
of the red on your
There you
chest.
go. And pick one more for the bottom.
It's just like
Nope, the bottom.
once the chamber's covered up, then it's place for you to
You're okay. So you got, look, you're smart. We're in this together. So pick one more from the top right here, okay? Yep, so it's going to twist that way. And go to number 3, sir. Pick one from the top right here, okay?
Excellent. Slide up on your switch.
Yep, push out hard and twist.
Any 2 of the 4 reps you see in front of you. Any 2.
Hold it upside down. Go to number 4. Pick one from the bottom, okay?
On top, your choice, like it's, you just want to make sure that the silver or copper rings are in the middle, right next to activation table. Once you pick a spot where you like
Alright. So once you have that on there, hold it upside down and then move forward. Do you like your final design?
That connection. Builders, you've all completed your hills, and nothing unexpected or traumatic has happened. We'll try to keep that way. So ask you all now to leave those hills where they are, and everyone move back.
Excuse me, miss. Just step back a little bit more. Thank you.
Move back as it's really dangerous, not stabilizing, those higher crystals for activation. As you can see, my fellow gatherers are carefully placing those hills into the crystal stabilization chambers, and this really is the tricky part. Those powerful, higher crystals can be volatile when not handled correctly. So we need to take every precaution to ensure that this stage goes smoothly. And builders, I'll warn you, we've had mistakes during this stage in the past. You can count the number of our mistakes by the number of the holes in our ceiling. We might avoid adding to those if we can help it, but it seems at least... wait.
Well done. Chosen approach with skill you have. Chosen with heart. When joined to the art, much more they will become. For you, it is time.
Master Yoda, it is indeed time to take our first step. The final stage is upon us. The bond between Saber and Builder is about to be forged. Builders, on my signal, you will come forward. Place a hand on the hilt of your saber, and together we will activate. Builders, are we all ready?
Yeah.
Then come forward, everyone. Hand on your hilts and activate. Good, now go ahead, builders, and raise your lightsabers. Builders, you have all built lightsabers, just like the Jedi and Sith who came before you. And like them, you too can change the galaxy. Remember, it only takes a spark. Builders, please deactivate and lower your sabers.
Complete your lightsaber is. Light your path, it can. Choose your path, only you can. May the Force be with you.
Thank you, Master Yoda. Builders, in your hands you hold remarkable power. And remarkable power should not be dropped on the ground. So to protect your sabers, we're pleased to present you with a saber sheath that you can collect from corners in the workshop. Unfortunately, our time together is at an end, but your journeys are just beginning. Time to make your mark on the galaxy. Remember, you're all as unique and as extraordinary as the lightsabers you built today. Next time, who knows, perhaps we'll be telling your stories. Raise your sabers, everyone, and activate. Congratulations, travelers. Till the spire. Till the spire.
So that, as you can see, is the lightsaber on. Now this, I'm probably going to say this very incorrectly, so Lewis can correct me if I'm wrong, but this is the blade
Yeah, it's the blade, yeah.
blade portion of the lightsaber, which Lewis chose as the purple colour. Now, I don't remember if it stated in the clip, but there are different colour options that you could get. Now, me being me, because I don't know much about Star Wars, prior to going, I think, or after, had said to Lewis, your favourite character is Boba Fett, what colour does he have? Is that your colour you're going to go for? And then he pointed out to me that Boba Fett doesn't even have a lightsaber.
No, he's a bounty hunter.
So the lightsaber comes in 2 parts and it is detachable. And when you do detach it, it does make noise. The batteries are included when you pay for it and are changeable. We just changed them this morning. What part of the lightsaber is this called?
The hilt, I think. It's been a long time since we went there. But I'm pretty sure this is the hilt of the lightsaber.
And it comes in separate parts and you have the choice to select
The parts.
the parts that you want, and they are then slotted
Yes.
together.
See that. We can do it. It's a little bit hard to undo sometimes. Plus it's been sitting there on display for a little while, so it's probably relaxed itself.
Yeah.
So in this middle section, which is, there's the button here, which you push up and down to turn it on. It won't work right now because I've unscrewed it. But you pop it open and you got the fibre crystal inside. This is, you can see a little light in there too that makes it look nice.
Now, I will say you can change the colour of your lightsaber if you wish to, but that is in true Disney fashion by going into a shop in Star Wars Galaxy's Edge and buying more.
Just going for your face, and you just cover your face up so your focus is on the... Nope, camera really wants to focus on your face.
If you want a different kyber crystal, as I was saying, you go to a shop in Galaxy's Edge and do have to pay more money. They did say, I think you can possibly get mystery ones with a very rare exclusive as an option, but we decided just for Lewis to keep what he had got because the original price of the lightsaber is quite expensive. I do not have it on me right now, but when you do go to the experience, they do give you an exclusive pin, which is really, really nice and is now part of
I think there was different
Lewis's
pins too, wasn't there?
Yeah, there were different.
Based on something you ticked or something on it. They got us to do something, didn't they? We had to tick something.
I feel like the pins are very similar to this represented
Yeah, so you
on the
one.
lightsaber, and the pin you got was based on what things you selected before you entered. Now you can, actually thinking about it, only take one person in with you when you go and do the lightsaber. So unfortunately my mum wasn't allowed to come with and experience it. Now I will say Star Wars is not really mum's thing, so it didn't bother her. And as someone, for me, who is not a Star Wars fan, I think the experience is excellent. I feel like, for me, that it is worth the money that we paid. As you can tell from the clip that we showed, the cast member in it, his storytelling, I think, just made the experience for me. He made you really feel like you were part of the world, and it just added to the experience. And to be fair, everyone in Galaxy's Edge were very in character, and it just made you feel like you were there. I'm not quite sure what land Galaxy's Edge is set in, to be honest, but I do know from some of the Disney Imagineering things that I have watched that it set in one of the lands from one of the newer movies, because when creating it they were struggling to choose from the old ones, and at that time a new movie was coming out and they said, why don't you just link it to that so it's very, very current.
Yeah, it definitely gave you that Star Wars impression. So it made you feel like you were actually kind of in Star Wars in a way, walking around there. I liked it when we went to that food place. What was it called? They had the blue milk.
Oh, yeah. You can also, in Galaxy's Edge, which we've got over there somewhere, you can get these little...
Coke?
Yes.
There's like Coke things, which I thought was quite cool, the fact that they changed the Coke.
You can also get this, I believe, for Sprite as well. And it's a unique thing just for the can of Coke.
And we had to keep one, at least, because I thought it was quite clever, really, how they... that's the lid.
What's it supposed to represent?
I don't really know. I think they're just trying to give it that whole Star Wars look to it, just because it's Coke. And Coke are like, well, we sponsor this, I guess. So they made these bottles. Because it is Coca-Cola. It's not like some special thing Disney made. It's Coca-Cola doing their thing, and Disney's probably collabed with them, and they decided to go with this design, which I thought was quite, different.
It is a way of making people spend more money because it is a unique design.
This was probably more expensive than a regular bottle of Coke that you could just buy from the shop. But I think that's because of the uniqueness of it.
But whenever we go to Disney, which I think Disney World, the times that I have been, is probably more regular than some other people in the UK because of how expensive it is. And when we go, we save and save and save often to make sure that we can buy nice things and spend a bit more on the exclusive things to bring back and add to this collection.
We also got this, didn't we?
Now,
is this the blue milk thing?
So this is a sipper. Now, I have no idea if this came with the blue milk. I don't think it did.
No, I think the blue milk came with the cup I got downstairs.
Yeah. This is just a general sipper. Now, you can, which I do like about Disney, when you get sippers and popcorn buckets, you can have the drink and the popcorn separately so that the sipper or the popcorn bucket is clean, which is...
I don't remember how we open it. It's been so long since I've... There must be something at the top. Oh, there. See that? I think that pops around. There you go. What was that inside? Does it come out? Was it a part of it?
I didn't even know that was in there.
I've only just noticed myself.
If you know what this is supposed to be, let us know in the comments.
I reckon it's one of those sort of Star Wars things with like the aliens drinking a drink or having food, and there's like a living creature inside. I reckon that's what that is. So like, there was probably a drink in here, and I can't remember if I drank it or was you or.
No, didn't you hear what I just said?
Oh, we bought it.
So basically, you buy this and they provide the drink separately.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
So that you don't have to get these.
Just so you know, it has been a long time since we went there, because it means it's overdue. So my mind's a bit buzzed on some of the stuff. But yeah, it's cool.
Back to also from this very big sidetrack, I will say the lightsaber is 100% worth the money. Now, an extra that you can buy to go with the lightsaber, do you want?
Don't know if it will stay there. No, it won't.
It doesn't matter if the lights are on. Now, this is what I thought was the hilt, but I don't think this is the hilt. What is this?
I think to hold your lightsaber, I guess.
Okay.
It's just a stand. That's what it is. But it's just so you can like take the. Alright, let me do it. Show me. Take the lightsaber blade out.
Which does make noise every time you take it out or insert.
And then you can just stick it on there like that, just to hold it for display, I guess. It does have a light effect on it, but you've got to have it plugged in at all times with a USB-C, which you turn on, like, there's a little button there that you turn on and change the colour, and that's the on and off button, but it doesn't like charge up or anything like that. You have to have it plugged in at all times, which is, you know, I guess if you want to display your lightsaber on shelving, this is probably the best option, because it just, again, it gives it that Star Wars look to it.
This was something that you are able to purchase in the shop direct. Is it the shop that they take you into after you've come out of Savvy's workshop?
No, there was a lightsaber shop further down.
Oh.
There was multiple shops there, but there was a shop there that had lots of like mixture of Star Wars stuff, and they had like a whole section there of like where you could buy the kyber crystals and other stuff.
So this was an extra purchase. Well, this has got a lot of weight to it.
It's all metal.
That my mum purchased as an extra for Lewis to go with the lightsaber, and this actually lives on the shelf with the hilt of the lightsaber. At the moment, it lives on your Darth Vader and Obi-Wan Kenobi shelf at the moment. I think this is worth buying as a way for you to display your lightsaber, but I don't necessarily think that it is.
It's not necessary. It's more just it's your preference. I thought it was something cool, and yeah, so your mum bought it. I wasn't actually going to buy it myself, but she was like, "I'll buy it for you." And I was like, "Okay." So, but yeah, I mean, it's like you said, and it's got a nice bit of weight to it. There's a lot of metal work involved in all this too, so probably not the best thing to give to a child, I guess, because metal, kids like smacking things.
It does state on the bag, on the label of the bag, it says +5. So in my opinion, I would say the lightsaber is more of a collectible piece. If you choose to use it for cosplay, as I said earlier in the video, then that's up to you. But I wouldn't recommend the lightsaber as Lewis said, for a child necessarily. Now, I think the experience is great and would be a great one if you've got the money to allow your kids to do, and then you as the grown-up keeping the lightsaber. The other experience that is available while I remember is the experience of building a droid, which is probably around or just under the same price as the lightsaber. But what we looked into, I think the lightsaber is 100% your better option.
But then again, we don't know,
Yeah.
because we haven't done the other experience.
No, we haven't done.
But the lightsaber one was one we wanted, what I wanted to do, just to see what it was like. But yeah, I mean, I did see a lot of, like, because the time we left that Star Wars place, it was night time, and you see a lot of people there with their lightsabers on, and you see a lot of kids running around with them. I mean, as long as if your kids got one, and as long as they're not the sort of type to, you know, smack people with stuff or smack themselves, because it's, you know, it's mainly the actual hilt of the lightsaber that's the part you want to worry about, because it's all solid metal. The actual blade thing is not too bad because it's only plastic and light going through it, but I would say that's probably the only thing with it, really.
The other thing I will mention while I remember is if you still have your lightsaber with you when you are in the park, as it is getting darker and the lights are going down, and you have photo pass, please go and see a cast member and get them to take pictures of you with the lightsaber. They are so willing to do so. I think we had pictures earlier that day, either just before or after you'd done it. And the cast member that we spoke to said, come back later when the lights are starting to go down with your lightsaber and take some pictures. And they are actually, I think, some of the best pictures that we had taken on that holiday.
It's just that night effect, isn't it?
Yeah.
When you get them, all the whole lightsabers, LED lights showing off its glory. I mean, I think for the price and the experience, it's worth the money. I mean, if you're sort of person who wants more realistic, then yeah, you could probably get better sort of lightsabers. But I mean, for the experience, I think it's worth it.
Especially, I would say, if you are someone who is a massive Star Wars fan and are only able to go to Disney World for a once-in-a-lifetime trip, then it is something that is worthwhile doing. If you are one of my followers who live in America and are a pass holder and can go to Galaxy's Edge quite regularly, then maybe it might be something that you decide, actually, no, I don't need to do.
To be fair, there's a lot of things to pick down there. It's hard to make a choice, so if you're going there from abroad or whatever, and like she said, if it's a one-time thing, make sure you plan out what you want to do and you know 100% what you want to do, because time just flies by so quick and you haven't got time for all of it. A lot, especially with all the walking, trying to find places and all the experiences, because there's so much going on. I mean, there's like little event things going off, isn't there? Like you got stormtroopers walking around in the Star Wars place.
Yeah.
I mean, you got Kylo Ren and then you got Rey, who's just there.
Yeah.
But yeah, you know, I didn't pay attention. I saw it once. Like, I think it wasn't you. I think it was your mum. Just like, look, and I'm like, yeah, it's Rey. Yeah,
The other good Galaxy's Edge advice I can 100% give you while we're on the talk on Galaxy's Edge is, if you are not bothered about seeing Phantasmic or any of the light shows and what Disney call their Kiss Goodnight in the park, then that is your point that you queue for Rise of the Resistance. we considered going to Fantasmic. Fantasmic is supposed to be amazing, like 100%, and if you have time to go, do go. We considered going, and then my mum, being like very, very savvy, looking at the app going, the queue's really low. And from the vlogs I'd watched prior, I knew you could be queuing up to an hour for Rise of the Resistance. And when it was a shorter queue time, Mum said, let's just miss the show and go. And that was the best thing we could have done, because we didn't wait as long as we probably would have if we had queued earlier in the day. My other piece of advice, if you don't want to pay for the, what they now call, I think it's a lightning lane now, I think? Then you need to do something which is called rope drop, which means getting to the park when early hours open and you run straight to Rise, and that is the first thing you do. We rope dropped in Animal Kingdom actually for Flight of Passage, and that was probably the best decision that we made, because yes, the queue was long, but it wasn't as long as if we had queued at 10, 11 o'clock in the morning, because on the really popular rides the queues can get crazy. So it's about learning and knowing which ones are popular and when to queue and when not to queue, and thinking about, okay, what shows in the evening can I sacrifice to be able to go on the rides I want to do. If there is anything else about Disney World and the parks that you would like myself or Lewis and I to talk about in a video from experience from our trip, whether that be advice, whether you want a Q&A where you can ask questions and I can answer them for you, please let me know in the comments down below. I'm trying to talk more about the parks and content, especially with the new updates that are coming both to Disney World and to Universal. And by the time this video comes out, there would have been a full discussion video that I have done on Universal UK. So if you want to hear my thoughts and opinions on that, go check that out. If you have enjoyed this video, this review video that was actually a bit longer than I intended it to be.
We kind of went off track. We were originally talking about the lightsaber and then we went at the outside of it.
If you have enjoyed this video, please give it a like. Don't forget to subscribe down below and turn on that notification bell so you're notified when more magical mischief is coming your way. We really hope you have enjoyed this video and we'll see you very soon, guys. Bye.
Bye.